Searching through life, don't know where to begin. Just asking for help from my God and my friends. My world's changing now, but I'll take on the change. Oh yeah, life's a trip, here come crashing waves. Whoa yeah, whoa yeah. I wanna know how.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Channeling Changes, the Power of Positivity. This is episode 4 of the show, and today is, technically, early Friday morning, September 23rd, 2016. As usual, I'm your host, Denton Ramsey. Thank you for joining me, and us as a whole, in this ongoing and destiny-driven fight against both the earthly evils and unseen demons known simply as them. I digress. Today's episode began with, and the plan is to continue to start the show with, a clip from an original song I wrote entitled Wanna Know How. On a side note, this track is the only song I've ever had studio recorded, properly arranged and produced, and professionally mastered. It's also currently the only single I've written to make it, with the track hitting major retailers and streaming music sites in April of this year. For those who would like to hear more or purchase a copy of the song, you can find the track on sites from Amazon and iTunes to Spotify and YouTube. Just type in Denton Ramsey, Wanna Know How, or a combination of both. Moving on. The show will conclude with an acoustic cover clip of Life's a Dance from my personal SoundCloud page. Links to both songs, show notes, and more will be available soon under the Episode Guides tab at the top of the homepage on the official Channeling Changes websites, channelingchanges.wordpress.com. Again, guys, that's Channeling Changes, CHANNELING, changes.wordpress.com. You can also find us, like us, follow us, and subscribe to the show on a variety of social media outlets, from Facebook and Twitter to iTunes and YouTube. I'm currently in the process of updating the official website, found at channelingchanges.wordpress.com, to give listeners and viewers easy access to everything from columns and episode guides, which y'all usually hear me refer to here as show notes, to social media links and video embeds. I hope to have the revamped site up to date by the start of next week, so please bear with me as I still need to customize, edit, post, and upload the latest content. Once again, though, I digress. In today's episode, entitled Real Talk, Cannabis, and Opening the Minds of Many, I will be sharing a portion of a pre-recorded interview conversation between me and Richard, a friend and coworker at Starbucks, that originally aired on another podcast I host called CannaTruths Mini, Potent Hits in Mere Minutes. Feel free to find and download the show on iTunes or YouTube if you're interested in hearing more about the topic of legalization, or if you'd like to hear this interview in its entirety. Hope you guys enjoyed the discussion as much as I did. Enjoy, and I'll talk to you guys again briefly following this audio clip that quickly delves into the realm of adapting and embracing a new you mentality and mind-opening metamorphosis.
It's that things change and people don't want to look at them and from an outside artistic point of view. It's like, like I mentioned devices. You know how many times we look at a screen a day, how many people's eyes are straining to look at these screens and they hurt and they get headaches. Imagine an evolution of a human body over time, of what our eyes will have to change to adjust to these artificial lights.
Yeah. And yeah, the subject matter you're jumping down now is a lot to do with what I talk about, guys, on channeling changes, and that again is a whole new realm of ideas. But
to me, it all goes hand in hand.
It does.
It does. Like, you're not thinking.
You're right. It does go hand in hand, and it's people aren't thinking. They're very. I try to have an understanding that people. It's not their fault. They've been programmed their whole lives to believe this, and they prefer being a robot.
I wouldn't call it as programming.
Propaganda.
I wouldn't call it as programming or going along with society or whatever. I look at it as growing up, we see everything from a magazine point of view.
Correct.
And when I say a magazine point of view, I mean filtered.
Yes, it's about absolutely.
Everything is filtered in our life. Nothing is real anymore.
Well, you have to look.
Our pictures are filtered.
Yep.
Our everything in life, our decisions, everything is just filtered.
Yes,
you look at it like a magazine. We don't want to put this on the cover of it because that's not
what they want to portray.
Beautiful. It's not. It's not.
Life is beautiful. Life is beautiful. But everyone's lives are beautiful. It's their soul that matters. But hey.
But it's the artistic people in this world, the really creative thinkers, the ones that think of it in different ways, that really should be leading the country or having their voice really heard.
Well,
But they're looked at as the little functional hippie people that are cool to hang around and stuff. And you need to look at them as these are one of the most intelligent people because they look outside of their minds.
Right.
And
right. Absolutely.
And because I think, I mean, if you look at our political
system,
not only
lack
system, but chain.
Yes.
I mean, we have Donald Trump of all people.
It's if you want me to go down this rabbit hole, I don't.
Applying for a presidentship, and we have a movie star as the other one, and I'm like, okay, well, not as a president, but as a governor of California. And
it's a corrupt system, man.
And I'm like, okay, well, if we're gonna go down this route as a system of just because they're famous and I like them as a person and it's magazine filtered, they should run our country. No. If it's in that case point, then I think Lady Gaga should be the next president. And at least I could say that she would have a better outlook.
She would. And the thing is, if you want my honest opinion on this, since we've jumped down this rabbit hole, I don't think we're going to have a next president. But I don't want to jump into conspiracies and all that, guys. But, I mean, I really feel strongly that I don't think it's conspiracy as much as it is this whole idea of adapting, and there's an awakening going on across the world where people are waking up to the ideas that we're talking about right now, and the ideas of change, and the change isn't necessarily a bad thing, guys, but the collapsing of the dollar bill could lead to some chaos. And
I don't really mean to jump from topic to topic, but
no, you're good.
Any guys that are listening out there, I just want to tell you that there's a website. It's called explosionforchinarelief.com, and it's about the explosion that happened not too long ago in China, and I can't pronounce the name of this town, so I'm not going to try.
Yeah, don't try. It's all right. I slaughter names all the time.
It's for the relief of that, and I mean, it was a very, very bad explosion. You can go on YouTube and look at it and see all the destruction and mayhem that it was, and I mean, it was seen from space. So it was one of the biggest explosions in history, and I just wanted to bring some awareness to that. We're talking about conspiracy theories. I know there was one that it was a space weapon, so it made me think of it. But
and the thing is, I mean, Richard and I have been friends for a while since I started working over here, and he's definitely. And it's all right that it's gone over. We're gonna use this as part of the Channeling Changes podcast too. I'm gonna pull in this interview, but the thing is, Richard's very open-minded and understanding of looking out for other people and the big picture and the fact that we're supposed to be there for one another, guys. That's our calling here on this earth, is to be there for one another and support one another. All right, everyone, that will wrap up episode 4 of Channeling Changes, the Power of Positivity. Thank you again for joining us on this journey. Please subscribe to the show, pass us along to your friends, and above all else, remain positive while loyally learning to love each other each and every day. We'll talk again soon. Please stay in touch. Email me at drpragency@gmail.com or channelingchanges@gmail.com. You can also add me as a friend on Facebook. Talk to y'all soon, guys. 3 words. First 2, stay positive. Third and final word, love. For now, that is all. Good night, Team Transformers. I'll talk to y'all soon.
Life's a dance, you learn as you go. Sometimes you lead, and sometimes you follow. Don't worry about what you don't